I'm from, we just called it Polak. Like, this is stupid. What are you, a fucking Polak?
Yeah.
It is racist, I know, and I probably shouldn't say that, but I wish we could bring it back because, come on, you know. But I got asked, what are you, some kind of Bojan? I go, what the fuck is that? And then I started hearing this word more and more and more.
Oh, yeah.
And so then it became funny. And 90% of the people you ask, what's a Bojan? From Pueblo, they're all,
I don't know.
it's a Bojan, bro. You don't want to be a Bojan, bro. I'm
like,
no, you
don't want to be a Bojan.
You have no clue what a Bojan is.
They get all upset.
You want to quiz me on some Pueblo shit?
I mean, what would I ask you? Like, have you eaten a Pasky sandwich?
Well, who hasn't eaten a Pasky sandwich? Come on.
I've only had one my entire life, and I grew up there. I know, right?
Tell you what, do you go back to visit?
I'm going back on Monday. I just gave my dad a guilt trip because he's never seen me do comedy. So
What?
I was like, when are you going to come see me do comedy?
Tell you what, what's it called? It's called it's over on. It's the old Cactus Flower on Jerry Murphy.
Yeah.
What's it called now? It's a different something Max.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay,
I haven't, you know.
That little shopping center underneath. There was a laundromat and there's a place called Noodles.
Yeah.
You ever eat at Noodles?
Is it still there? I don't think it's still there. I think it's gone.
Oh no.
Yeah, I think it's
gone. You broke
gone.
my heart just now.
I'm sorry. Andy Max is what you're talking
Andy
about.
Max,
Yeah.
Andy McCarthy's, yeah.
Yeah.
But it was the old Cactus Flower when I lived there because I used to live in the Belmont Square Apartments.
All right.
Caddy corner. Because when I lived there, I didn't have a car.
Right. You take the bus everywhere?
I took the bus everywhere. Or cabbed. I cabbed it a lot.
That is so Pueblo.
Right? I see some crazy shit on a Pueblo bus, Liz. There's some fucking wackos, man. But that Noodles had a thing called Belucci. And it's a meat pie. That's the best I can explain to you. It's a fucking meat pie, dude. And it was the best thing I ever had in my mouth. I'm not even going to play with
awesome.
you. It was so amazing.
I'm going to have to see if it's still around.
If it's still there, go in there and tell me you want some Belucci. Because they made it. Because every time I go to an Italian restaurant, I'm like, do you have Belucci? And they're like, I don't know. Well, it's their own design. It's their own creation.
Oh, okay. I was going to say.
Yeah. So my buddy Todd, his mom used to work there. And yeah, so go in there, ask for Belucci. They'll ask you this question. 2 questions. They'll say, you want the sauce on the side or on top? Always on top. Pound or half pound, always a pound.
All right.
You'll eat it all, Liz.
I'll do it.
And you will lick the plate clean, and you'll be like, God bless Moose Lundstrom for being in my life. And
thank you, Moose Lundstrom.
Introducing me to Belucci.
Awesome. I'm totally going to go check that out. I'm excited.
And if anybody because I have Pueblo listeners.
Right.
People are downloading us in Pueblo and Colorado Springs.
Yay.
Yeah, right? Very cool. So if you are, and if it's still there, let me know if it's there when you go.
I will. I'll hit you up on Facebook.
Awesome. And before we go, I've been having everybody stop and say what Josh and Danielle mean to you.
Oh my gosh, I don't.
How have they impacted your comedy career?
They've just given me opportunities nobody's been able to give me. You know, like I said, I got here 4 months ago. They gave me a place to go every night, twice a week. You know, if I wanted to be here more, I could. And then what they did, they also made it so comedians could get in to see like the headliners on the weekends for free.
Wow, cool.
And so it's like instead of spending $10 to get in and then not being able to afford a beer, I get to come in for free. I get to have a beer, and then afterwards, if I'm lucky enough and brave enough, I can go talk to some headliners and get some info. And,
cool.
You know, so they've really just helped me grow as a comic. And then, you know, they're real too. Like they'll be like, dude, that piece, you gotta work on it. Like every time you've done it for the last 5 weeks, it's fell flat. Like what's up? And they're honest with you, and they're just good people. I mean, you don't meet a lot of people that are just good people anymore.
You don't.
And I mean, like I said, I don't think I would have stayed in Greeley had it not been for Josh and Danielle, to be honest. I think I would have dropped out of school and gone home. I had a lot of you know, trials when I got here. My apartment flooded 2 weeks before the big flood.
Oh shit.
I've had 2 different apartments basically get either foreclosed or I subletted from somebody that didn't pay the rent, so they got evicted, hence I got evicted.
Oh, man.
So I had this happen to me, you know, I've only been here 4 months, so it's just been like one thing after another, and being able to come here every week and see Josh and Danielle smile at me and, you know, give me a hug and tell me it's going to be okay and tell me to work it out on the mic, like, I mean, that's cool. That's amazing. They're good people, yeah.
They're great people, so, and they're not done. This isn't far from over for them. So.
Oh, yeah. They're going to keep going. It's going to be, you know, it's just going to be different. But I'm excited to see Danielle hit the mic more. I want to see Josh hit the mic. I've been pressuring him, so help me out, bro.
I kind of called him out on it today, so he smiled like that. He says he's got material written. So,
all right, good.
Liz, I want to thank you for coming on.
Thanks, Moose. Had a great time.
No problem. Later.
Laters.
So that was just Liz Benfield there. It was good to see Liz get to catch up. My old Pueblo posse, Liz Benfield.
The Pueblo posse.
These are all comics. We are 2 hours into this podcast now. This is going to probably be the starting of episode 3 of
the Phantom. No, wait, was it?
And
Sith happens.
This is the Juggernaut Brothers podcast. Carl Peekins, I've never met you till tonight. It's good to meet you, man.
What's up? Yeah, nice to meet you, dude.
How long have you been a comic for?
About
what time is it? I know I do that to everybody.
You've been doing this about a year, bud?
Yeah, more or less.
I introduced you first because the voice on the other end has been on the Juggernaut Brothers. He's one of the actual Juggernaut Brothers, so everybody recognizes Bob Gaudet's voice.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening?
And Bob's here as kind of a little help because, Carl, you kind of told me you're a little high right now.
Yeah, I'm floating a little bit.
Find me a comic that's not Larry.
I'm not.
We're all high on life, Larry. That's why we do this.
I get horny and crave milk, Bob. You know that's why I don't touch the weed. That's why I don't touch the marijuana. That's what happens to me. I don't.
Larry goes home with some MILF and cookies.
Zinger. So, Carl, man, did you do some time tonight?
Yeah, I did like 5 minutes.
Okay, cool. While I was back here doing this podcast, like I said, I've already done 2 hours of the podcasting tonight. Right. So, Six Killer, he's here, but I was going to try and get him back here because last night he got a little hammered on our podcast. So
but he didn't. I don't know. It was weird. It was almost like he sobered up when he got on stage because he was a lot more coherent up there.
We did a podcast afterwards.
Man. Not without a 5-point restraint. You don't bring Gary.
I laughed because you could see Mitch Jones' disgust on his face just staring at him. You know. So Carl Peekins, where was your first time on stage?
Where?
Yeah.
Yeah. At the University Center.
Oh,
at
so
UNC.
You were a college kid.
Yeah, I go to school over at University of Northern Colorado.
Oh, okay, cool, man. What are you going to school for, buddy?
I'm double majoring in psychology and philosophy.
Does the weed help with that, or
no?
Not at all. If it was psychology, a little bit though, right? Or philosophy and weed go together, don't they? I would think.
You think that, and then you come up with this brilliant theory, and then you read it when you're sober, and it makes no sense.
Then get everybody else high. That's Carl. There's ways around it.
I just gotta, get my teachers stoned when they're grading my papers.
Get your teachers stoned. So, what prompted you to get into comedy, bud?
I don't know. Just honestly, the first time I did comedy, I had locked myself out of my house for a day because, I just left my keys at home. That's usually how that happens.
Yeah.
But I was just...
He actually locked his keys and his roommate in his apartment.
Yeah. No, but I was just, stuck outside, and there was an open mic.
He's not home.
Larry, get a credit card. I'll get you out.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but anyway.
No, but out at night, there was an open mic, so I just figured, fuck it, I'll try telling jokes.
As opposed to being homeless that night, I guess.
Yeah, it was better to be.
It was warm.
Yeah.
How many times have you done Down Under here, Carl?
A lot. This is the only actual comedy place I've been frequenting, just because it's so close to where I live.
Yeah. Okay, so you can kind of stagger home from here.
This is where you got your first hosting gig too, isn't it?
Yeah. This is where I did.
Oh, you hosted here?
Yeah, a couple of times actually.
Oh, that's very cool, man.
Yeah.
That's very cool. Yeah. You haven't ventured into Denver at all?
No, that's quite far away.
That is quite far away. Yeah. Where are you? Are you from? Greeley?
I'm from Boulder.
Okay, the Republic of Boulder.
And oddly enough, he and I are still friends.
Oh God, that's everybody's friend. Don't let him bullshit you.
I left Boulder for a reason.
You didn't like Boulder? Yeah.
Somebody said Boulder was 20 square miles surrounded by reality, and they were absolutely fucking right.
Yeah, pretty much. There's only
that town is a fucking joke. It's the only place in America you can find a 27-way stop sign, and not one of those ways is the goddamn way I need to go. Everything's a one-way bike path down there. What the fuck is that?
I've been to Boulder 7 times my whole life, if that.
Really?
Right out of high school, I had a friend, Beth, who went to school there, and so I went to go visit her. And then I almost hit 17 pedestrians on the same street, and they don't get out of your way.
No.
I'm from the sticks, man.
Yeah.
That's just not how we roll. And I said, "You come visit me, Beth. I'll pay for the gas, or whatever."
No joke. Yeah, I can't. Yeah. I hate it.
I'm not a big fan of Boulder. But that was CU. That was the campus. So I don't know.
Well, because we played Illegal Pete's that night. Carl crushed Illegal Pete's. By the way, I got there I got lost literally 7 times on the way to Illegal Pete's.
No shit.
Yeah. Got there just in time to catch Carl's set. crushed it, dude. It was awesome to watch.
Nice.
It was phenomenal.
That's awesome.
And then I think I headlined that one.
Yeah, you did.
That was a letdown. Like I was, I was anticlimactic after Carl.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
But I was a little bit less alienating than Disney that night. So
That's true. Disney, yeah.
Illegal Pete's. That's Kate and Holland and all those boys. That's their new sponsor on their podcast. And,
Is it?
Yeah, they're doing a lot of
I'll tell you
sponsoring for.
what. Yeah. I think
If it's the same Illegal Pete's, I don't know if there's multiple locations or not. Or
there are multiple locations.
Oh,
There's-
okay,
but,
maybe
yeah. So
different.
it's probably the one in Denver. But I mean, I'm sure they're all they're good burritos, dude.
so is it a restaurant or is it a bar? Or is it?
When you walk in at street level and it's a burrito bar thing.
Okay.
And then you up the stairs, it's a bar.
Okay.
It's about the size of a living room.
Okay.
But and I say it like that, but it was actually a nice little place. It was fun.
Yeah, it was
fun. It was a lot of fun.
All right.
Cool.
So, Carl, how long? I mean, have you always been a fan of comedy? Have you always?
Yeah, I mean, it was like I used to watch like Comedy Central all the time and all the stand-up specials they used to have.
Who's your guy? Who's your comedian?
Mitch Hedberg, man.
That's pretty popular. I like it. Very funny guy.
Yeah.
But what do you like about Mitch?
I just like his like relaxed delivery,
Yeah.
and the like subject matter he uses is just so like simple.
He's outside the box, man.
Yeah.
And as for delivery, I wouldn't call it. That's the strangest ass delivery I'd ever. He had a strange delivery, man.
Yeah, man.
The delivery that always gets me that's really weird is Mitch Fatel. Have you ever listened to Mitch
Oh,
Fatel?
yeah.
I think Mitch Fatel is brilliant.
Super
Carl, if you haven't
Retardo
checked him
or
out,
whatever.
if you haven't checked him out, he is hilarious.
Is he still around? I haven't heard of him for a
I
while.
haven't heard from him for a while. I just got into him. Somebody lent me a CD, and so we ended up ordering like both
Sure.
of his DVDs and whatnot. And his delivery kills me. I love it because he actually says at one point, he's like, "People ask me if I'm retarded. No. Don't get me wrong, I'm as close to retarded as you can be and still live on your own." Like, if there was an island of retarded people, I would be their king. They'd be like, he can cut his own meat. He will lead us. And it's just the delivery. He sounds like he's fucking, I don't know, Down syndrome or something, but he's hilarious. Yeah.
No, I have the CD with him with the superhero costume on in the front.
I think that's the one that's off of.
Maybe so. It's been a long time since I've heard it. So
pick him up again, dude. He's fun.
Yeah, I might check it out.
He's fun.
Yeah.
But Mitch Hedberg is pretty popular.
Yeah.
And how old are you?
Yeah, I'm 22.
That's cool that you're that young and still into Mitch Hedberg. That's the equivalent of that for me and Bob would be, I guess, Sam Kinnison's buddy out of Texas. He died early of cancer.
Hicks.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I was too young for Hicks. But
What's funny, like I don't know a lot of Bill Hicks' stuff. I saw Bill Hicks on a Rodney Dangerfield Young Comedian special.
right.
And he wasn't super dark. Like, he had, there was a thing about his ex-girlfriend, and, she was pinned under a hillbilly, and while he was drilling her, his heart exploded. And it was terrible. And so that was dark, but a lot of his stuff, like the whole thing about playing in Oklahoma and stuff like that, I thought wasn't like so...
Yeah.
But everybody describes him, he's dark, and he's this, and he's that, and I'm like, but that was the only reference I had.
Right.
And then I didn't even realize he had died, honestly. I hadn't heard about him or from him in forever, and I didn't realize he was gone.
Right.
But I was weird because I've never heard that other side of his stuff. And then there was the whole thing about him and Leary and that whole mess. So
right, and then comedians do that. They bicker and some do. Some are down to earth. But we're here to talk about the Down Under.
Yes.
This is the final hurrah.
This
tonight.
is it, man. This is it.
Kind of a bum deal. Because before this, there was nothing really. There was offshoots, and it's sad because so many young comedians, such as young Carl here, gave them a place to do their stand-up. So that's something else will pop up. Like I said, when God closes the door, opens the window. So
is that? I thought it was like when he closed the door, he throws you out a window, or
he might. Anyway, there's a window open, and you're getting out of
it.
There's window action going on.
Yeah,
because this is some debate. Me and Bob's he's a very good friend of mine. And, he's proud of it. He tells people, don't bullshit you.
Shit, yeah, dude.
But there was an open mic night. Shorty's was the place we did comedy. That's how him and I did we ever decide where we met?
I think it was Shorty's.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right.
Because, like you said, we knew each other when we did Paulie's show down at the poker tournament.
We didn't know each other well. We just it was kind of.
We knew each other enough to know that some of those guys didn't belong up there.
Shit. We did a show. There was 21, 22 comics.
Yeah, I think I got to headline it.
He was headlining. I was his feature.
That's a lot.
He was 21. I was 22.
Yeah, I was his feature, and by that time it was just like get the shit over with. It was awful.
Oh, it was terrible. It wasn't an audience anymore. They were hostages at that point. It was
Yeah,
awful. Like, it was so bad. It was so bad, dude. Just like Stockholm syndrome setting in. They're just got this Stepford wife grin on their face. They can't laugh at anything anymore. They're completely juiced, and you're like.